I just recorded at least the first half of this video. I swear to God I did, but it didn't work. So, hi again. You should have seen the me from the lost recording of this video. I was so enthusiastic, charming. Hell, I was 10 times more handsome. This is what you're stuck with now. What did I do? Yeah, this is normally where I get my thumbnails as well. You want behind the scenes? You want things that booktubers will not show you? Check this out. That's how thumbnails are done. Look, if you're still here, I want to say hello and probably welcome in. I think that since more of you are arriving, have been subscribing to this channel, it's a decent idea that I make a video like this. Channel goals. What is this channel about? Well, first of all, my name is Zach. How are you? I'm a Christian. I have bipolar 1, and I am a reader. I love books. I love to read. In fact, books are essential to managing my mental health. My goal with the channel is to focus on those three things, consider them to be the most important parts of my lived experience: faith, mental health, and reading. Those are the three pillars of the channel, and the reading, that may be where I aggravate some of you. Not because my takes are that bad or even too exciting, no, but because my personality is ultra fucking frustrating, I think. The videos that I make about faith, I think, should be the most welcoming to new viewers, to viewers who maybe don't know anything about books or don't read very much themselves. My videos about mental health, while since I do have bipolar 1, they will kind of be specifically tailored to other readers, to other individuals who have bipolar 1 or 2. I would hope that my mental health videos could be consumed by a variety of different people with a multitude of different diagnoses. I hope that everyone from anxiety disorder to schizoaffective can enjoy my videos about mental health. Or even if you're undiagnosed and you're just interested, or you're trying to be a good support person for someone who is struggling, I hope my mental health videos find you where you're at, essentially. Now, my reading videos, I'm annoying. I annoy myself, okay? I've always been this way, always. And if you were a fan or a viewer of one of the channels that I used to allegedly run, then you'll be familiar with this certain aggravating quirk of my personality. I can be totally obsessed, borderline fucking obsessed with the fantasy genre, with just fucking binging so many books, you know, for a month, hell, maybe even for 2 months. And then after that, boom, onto something else. And I hardly even think about fantasy. I hardly even think about it, dude. Like right now, I'm obsessed with philosophy, with Kierkegaard, with Christian existentialist philosophy. And I'm just like, oh, I'm so into it. I'm so into it. But I know in a few weeks' time, maybe I'll be on a legal thriller kick. I've been really wanting to read this. It's been sitting on my shelf for a tomb's age. I really want to read Presumed Innocent. The legal thriller, to me, okay, this isn't a video about the legal thriller, but the legal thriller is the most elusive genre because it seems to be dominated by one man. Like, if we thought that Stephen King monopolizing the horror genre and horror literature discourse was bad, John Grisham with the legal thriller, he's like the only king. He's like the dude. He's just there. It's just the genre, which came first, the chicken or the fucking firm, dude? Like the chicken or the egg, bro? Which came first, the chicken or the rainmaker? John Grisham dominates that genre in a way that would make Stephen King feel inferior, nervous, small, emasculated. That's how heavy, how much of a heavy hand John Grisham seems to control the fucking legal thriller with. But luckily, when you try to search up other good legal thrillers, this one is like always recommended. So I get to read something that's a legal thriller that John Grisham didn't write. But bros, if you're in the audience and you like legal thrillers just coincidentally, just by happenstance, let me know of some other good ones, because I like the archetypes, I like the frameworks. I like legal thriller stories, at least in television and in films, and I know the classics, right? So I know In Cold Blood, To Kill a Mockingbird, Anatomy of a Murder. But I'm looking for more modern ones, and to me, modern is 80s and up. So if you have some good legal thrillers, let me know about them. But the point of what the fuck I was talking about, actually, is that, yeah, I could jump ship from heavy philosophy to legal thrillers. And in an instant, and not feel like I am betraying myself or my tastes. So that's where I'm going to aggravate some of you. And like I said, if you're familiar with some of my other channels where I talked about film analysis, that kind of thing, you know that when I got invested in a filmmaker, that the rest of the month was over. The rest of the month was just going to be Pedro Almodovar videos for a whole fucking month, even though possibly only 12 out of 1,000 viewers were interested in that. It did not matter to me. I can only make videos about what I'm passionate about. So I'm making this video to tell you that the main focus of this channel is threefold, and it's faith, mental health, and reading. And the reading is all encompassing. I'm not strictly a fantasy booktuber. I'm not a philosophy tuber. I'm just a reader, and I go through different phases. Now, some of this could be attributed to my bipolar 1 diagnosis, elevated moods, more obsessive tendencies, sure, but I think that what's more accurate is just to assume that it's an integral part of my unique personality. You know, and I think that a lot of you can relate to this too. Like, we're not boxed in by being a fan of a certain genre, even though I am like, I'm in awe and I admire the people who do just read fantasy, because I'm like, man, you're an expert. It's like that line from Laura that Vincent Price says, I don't know everything about anything, but I know something about practically all things, something like that. I may have butchered it, but it's a great line, and I feel like it captures my reading education. And also, what I want to do in this video is just to thank everyone who has subscribed so far. This is an ultra small channel, but for the first time ever, and I've been making content for a few years now, I finally feel like I'm making content that's meaningful, that's actually helpful, and that is made with the clear intention of kind of helping others. You know, I feel really good about the content that I'm making here. So even if it's well, especially I guess if it never takes off, I feel just really accomplished in what I'm trying to do and what the content is doing for me. Like, it's cathartic, and I feel a great deal of release. I feel good when I post videos on this channel. I can't really say that about my past content. Some of that content was either selfish or pointless, or now that I've been reading Kierkegaard through a Christian perspective, a lot of the content I used to make was aesthetic, was in tribute to the aesthetic void. You know, and on this channel, I think I'm making more ethical content, at least content that is more meaningful, more substantive, and I think more deliberate too. So, and I think more thoughtful. Since I've been on bipolar medication, I think that I can trust my thought patterns a lot more. There is something to be said about the way that mentally unstable people interact with and create art. Like, that's interesting too. but there's a lot more to be said about when stable people interact and analyze art. Like, I think that's really important as well, and that's what this channel is bringing to you. Like, on my old channels, I was manic or hypomanic or depressed 80% of the time and 80% of all the videos. Like, looking back on them isn't fun. Like, some of my earliest videos from my other channel, I am high out of my mind on Percocet and Vicodin. Like, I was a drug user. It's not good times over there, and there's way too much nihilism that masqueraded as some sort of anarchist existentialism over there. Over here, I hope to make great strides in my faith, in my mental health, and in my reading. And I hope that you can do the same by watching me, by joining this community, by creating a community here out of nothing. I'm making this video to say, like, I'm cognizant and I'm aware of how my reading uh, diet might be borderline infuriating to some of you who are really huge fans of long fantasy series like Malazan, Second Apocalypse, The Realm of the Elderlings. I get it. I get it. I totally get it. You want me to finish reading those books. The problem is, I'm not going to because you tell me to. I always eventually complete all projects, always eventually. I just can't give you an idea when. Like, do you want me to finish Malazan like by force? Like, do you want me to force myself to read House of Chains and Midnight Tides? I don't think you want that, because I won't be very nice to it. I won't enjoy myself. Right, but hopefully I'm making either you can play the waiting game, or hopefully I make other content about mental health that maybe interests you, or about just reading in general. I'm forgetting how to speak all of a sudden. That could be a problem moving forward with the channel. But top 10 videos and spicy little well-intentioned videos attacking booktubers. Hopefully I'll be making content in the interim that still interests you. But even if it doesn't, just know that I will return to every series that I started and have told you that I will finish. There's just no approximate time on when that'll be. But if you continue to be part of the Bipolar Book Club, if you continue to be a subscriber and a casual viewer, then I think you're going to get a lot from this space. I think it's going to be an enriching space, and what matters to me more than sounding smart, more than even sounding passionate, I do get people telling me that I'm passionate, and I I think that's very nice of them to say, but what matters to me more than that is uniqueness of thought. I want us all to look at books in unique ways, look at thinkers in unique ways, not in textbook ways, not in chat GPT fucking ways. Like, if we're on the verge of being replaced by artless fucking algorithms, then let's become impossible to replace, and let's do that by embracing the absurd of true faith, basically, through our analysis of literature. So I hope that this is an enriching place insofar as I hope that what we like about books is unique, and you could never duplicate it with an individual or with um, a language learning model or whatever they call AI. I hope that I promote uniqueness of thought, because I'm all about the misfits. Like, why am I so all about fucking mental health on this channel? Obviously, I think it's good to have mental health management in your life, especially if you're on the edge. But more than anything, more than that, I think that mental health affects misfits disproportionately. And me being an eternal misfit, my heart goes out to all misfits out there. And man, misfits are alienated by everything, including their own brain. So if I can keep misfits alive and engaged in art communities where they thrive unlike anybody else, then I think I'll have done such a good thing, such a good thing for the world. I want us to have unique perspectives on books and to not only preserve our misfit identities, but to amplify them through literature. That's really my goal with this channel. Yeah, I want to say thank you for signing up. Thank you for subscribing. If you ever unsubscribe, I hope to win you back someday, but also I get it. This channel is definitely not going to be for everyone. And it just started pouring like crazy here. I'm from Florida, by the way, and it be doing this shit all the time. Hurricane season and all. But that's my cue to end the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Zach. This is Bipolar Book Club. I hope you subscribe. I hope you stick around. And I hope we're able to build some kind of connection. Bye for now.